welcome to another fantastic edition of Oh, you say it again. Hello and welcome.
Hello, take two.
Hello. Are we okay? Hello. Okay. Hello, welcome to another edition of Gnsl. It's another Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. And we are back, of course, with another crazy show with each and every one of you. It's been a, what type of week can we actually call it?
It's a very Vesak week.
It's a Vesak week.
Very busy week.
Has it?
Full happening.
It was, but one thing I must basically state was it wasn't as crowded as I have experienced Vesak to be.
Okay.
In Colombo.
Outstation, yes.
Outstation, I suppose, yeah. In Colombo, this area wasn't too bad.
Okay.
But there was yeah, so one thing, of course, my last week was a bit of an emotional week for me.
Why is that?
Because I sold my car.
Oh.
Yeah, so goodbye.
Have you got your new ride?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
It's not coming.
It's new ride is around the corner.
Around the corner.
Yeah. So last Saturday was of course the height of Vesak. So clearly one of those days. Now the vehicle left our premises last Friday evening. Okay, 1 week.
So you were crying and very emotional.
Yeah, well, not me necessarily, but my daughter was, right? She obviously was very, very emotional about that. So, so now we don't have a vehicle. So now we have forgotten, right? On Saturday, we have forgotten that we don't have a vehicle.
Okay.
Right?
Until it strikes you.
It struck them at a point where they have basically now on Saturday, they have ordered food, right? And because of Vesak situation and all that stuff, there were no riders.
Okay.
So they have voluntarily said,
we'll come and pick it up.
We'll pick it up.
Okay.
So now
Forgetting that there is no ride.
Yes. So now I was not part of this conversation clearly, right? Because if I was part of this conversation, I would have told them.
Yeah.
So they have gone ahead and they have decided to order the food. And since there are no riders, the option was said self pickup. They would self pickup. Fine. Okay. Now food is about 15-20 minutes, half an hour. Camera plastic. But I think, can you pick up the food and come? I said, with what? They're like,
there's a hole in the bucket.
Realize that.
With what shall I pick it?
With what? Oh, we don't have a car. No. Yes, Sherlock, we don't. Can you pick it up? I said, how? Right? So now they looked for tooks.
Nothing.
Right? Look for cabs. Nothing.
Nothing is working.
Now the problem here is you can't cancel this order because the food is ready. It has to be picked up.
Somehow walk even and go.
That's exactly what I did.
Was it close by?
It was past Colpiri Junction.
You
said you don't work out, no? There you go. You got your steps in.
But the thing is,
it was good.
I actually enjoyed that walk. One way it was about 25 to 28 minutes. One way. Picked up the food. Now I was dreading, right, that I will have more than 2 bags to carry.
Had to carry and come back?
Because I wasn't thinking of jumping a cab or 2 after that because I know it was not going to happen. But thankfully it was all nicely properly packed in one bag, which I could actually carry back. So that was my Vesak weekend.
So you didn't get hit any Gnsl? There was Ceylon giving ice cream Gnsl.
That was during the day, no? Not in the night.
Not in the night.
I passed by the ice cream Gnsl and all that stuff. But so
there you go.
That was my Vesak week. But good walk. Good walk.
Yeah, you would have enjoyed with all the crowds.
It was packed. Gaul Road was jam-packed. Absolutely jam-packed. I mean, it took me almost 5 to 8 minutes to cross the road. From one side to the other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just jam.
Now only I realized that Raja Jewelers had done a pandol.
Ah, really?
Yeah,
really?
right beside the gold road.
Oh, okay.
Oh, big as mama. Mukad metan time. Every day I travel from this side. It was not lit up, not even in daytime.
Yeah.
So you basically do not see it until you pass it when it's dark and when the lights are on.
Yeah.
But when you go out of Colombo, so I had to go out of Colombo because one of my good friends that passed
What
away.
did you see?
So I went to Vinuangod. Right. So
Appachi,
I think proper Vesapu I saw.
On Saturday.
Sunday and Monday. Those 2 days I went, right? So proper Vesak I saw because Pandals, no, Pandals and all that. So then I heard Rupial dahak dan Deepu Sumana Nandatai Vimla Siri uncle tai godak pin kila. Then I was laughing. Then obviously Mohini Beck is like ekene hari okkoma dansal tika alla no. Lot of bad dansal. I saw a lot of bad dansal and the queues. People, what is a petrol polymer? And I'm like, but kala nedda? No, because there were so many people, right? But I think the most funniest was towards out of Colombo, the pendles or the type of Vesak changes. When you go out of Colombo, you see skeletons wiggling, right? Ducks. Like Amutu ducks. There was
one keyboard player. Guitarist.
There was one like a puppet show. Not a puppet show, but from the top, right? It looked like hell. Why is hell here? And the best was one fellow was. They have put a dummy and he's riding the bicycle. Skeleton riding the bicycle. AK 2 second tamai dansala. Ek mehem pipe pack kenawa. So he's cycling. A pipe going from wherever I don't know that.
I didn't see where it's coming from.
No, because we were laughing. No? That fellow is with 2 red eyes. He's cycling, and then you get that orange juice. They are like. It was so funny. Oh my God. This poor cab driver and all of us were laughing because it was hilarious. We all got a shock. We were like, we started. So it was fun. I think when you go out, I think they have more fun and all people in trucks, open trucks.
Right.
With the little mattresses and stuff like that. So that's what I saw because it was a proper gamma that I went to also.
කුබෝටවලයි ඩීම බට්ටන්ගේ පුටු දාලා සෙටි දාලා හොම එන්න
and මෙහෙම එන්නේ අම්මලා එහෙම දූලත් එක්ක මෙහෙම යන්නේ. Okay.
We have Janitri. Janitri has dropped us a message. So Muslims and Christians giving dansals. What a
beautiful sight.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
That's true. Couldn't read it. What a beaut. Thanks, Janitri, for that one. And how was your week, Chrys?
I started at 7 o'clock. We left home at 7.
Sorry.
Evening.
When?
On Saturday.
What day?
Right? කෙනෙම ගියා බොරැල්ලට. Traffic නැහැ. 4ටනේ වේල පහනේ. So it was basically okay. So we wanted to actually finish the බෞද්ධ ලෝකමාවත. හැබැයි ඒ වෙලාවේ හුඟක් ඒවා පටන් ගන්න නැහැ.
ඒක තමයි වයරින් එක දාන්නේ,
ටෙස්ටිං කරන්න යනවා මොයිඩින් බෙක් ඉන්නවද?
Moidin Beg testing.
මොයිඩින් බෙක් ඉන්නවද? හරිද? ඔව් කියලා වෙලා උමාරි then we decided to go finish out and come in. Right? So we went to බොරැල්ල. කැම්බල් පාක් එකේ තොරණක් තිබ්බා. right එතන ගිහිල්ලා බල්ලි වෙලා ඒක ගියා. then from there කෙලින්ම highway එක අල්ලලා තොටලංගෙන් මේ පෑලිගුණින් එළියට දැම්මා. so we wanted to actually go and see the තොටලංග තොරණ. තොටලංග sorry පෑලියගොඩ තොරණ. හරි පෑලියගොඩ තොරණට යනකොට fish market එකේ එකක් හදලා. huge one. හරිද? එතන පොඩ්ඩයි ඉතින් අර fragrant ඔක්කොම ගහගෙන ගියේ. කොහොම හරි එතන ඒක බැලුවා. then that was the second one.
Kevin says Moidin Beg.
Moidin Beg wins
Vesak. Kevin.
I like the spelling.
The spelling is
Kevin Julian Burger Magan.
Kevin had made Moidin Beg a burger. B-E-C-K. All right, next one. So go on.
ඊට පස්සේ කොහමද එතනින් පෑලියගොඩ ආවා. පෑලියගොඩ බලලා ලකිරි පාකින් උත් හම්බෙලා ඇතුළට ගිහිල්ලා ඔක්කොම මේවා කරලා ඒක බලලා සොම් පෑලියගොඩ වෙන්ට තොටලංග. තොටලංග තියනවා මේ තොටලංග ඇතුළට බහලා යන්න ඕනේ. තොටලංග මාරකලිදත් නැහැ. වෙන්දට මාරකලිද තියෙනවා අර පාරයිනේ. Yeah, the wheel of death or something. What do you call? so ඒකත්
The
ගිහිල්ලා
tunnel of death or some
well death well
Death well.
හරිද ඉතින් ඇවිදගෙන යනකොට අම්මා බඤ්ඤොක්ක දන්සලක් දෙනවා කියපන්කෝ පොලිමත් වැඩිය නෑ පොලි මීටර 50ක් විතර ඇති හරි මං ඉතින් අතන ඉස්සෙල්ලා මල්ලි මට chance අයියෝ ලොකු පොලිමත් තියනවානේ then we decided to go and stay
small no
ඔව් පොඩි පොලිමනේ ඉන්නකොට අනේ භාගයක් දුර එනකොට බඩු ඉවරයි
No.
and we were starving right ඊට පස්සේ I put my sympathy face right ගිහින් අක්කේ මුකුත් නැද්ද
තාච්චි හූර්ලා දුන්නද යක් ටික
අර මම හිතන්නේ VIP නට දෙන්නද කොහෙද තියාගෙන හිටියා right then එකක් ගෙනත් දුන්න හොඳට දාලා මඤ්ඤොක්කයි පොල් සම්බෝරයි ඉතින් මාෂනා you also go and put a sympathy face and ask men
then do
right අනේ වටපෑතා තියෙනවා මං නෑ you go and ask me they have ගිහලා එයාටත් ඒ වගේ right and that පොල් සම්බෝල and he was out of this ඒකේ මේ බැදපු හාල් මැස්සොත් දාලා පොල් සම්බෝලයකට හරිද and that perfect amount of lime and the heat everything was it was just whack නිකන් කැන්ද කොරේ පොල් කෑල්ලක් නෑ අරගේ හරි ගිහින් ඊට පස්සේ කොමාරි අතන් තොරණ බලන්න ගියා තොටලගේ ඒකෙත් අර පරණ සිස්ටම් එකේ පොඩි පල්ලෑ කෑල්ල විතරයි so anyway there was a malfunction with the whole thing and all that and I went and recorded the guy who was telling he's a professional virindu
හරිද so got him for the show no
we should actually get him ඒ වෙලාවේ අර කොලේ ගෙනලා දාන මිනිහා ඉස්සෙල්ලා ටං මේ පුතුණට බුදු වෙනවා තාතාට සරණ පතා රුපියල් 1000ක් දෙනවා ප්‍රෝ ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ කොලේ ගියා ගමන් තව එකක් දානවා මෙතන එතකොට අතරින් ෆිල් කර එවනවානේ සල්ලි දීදී එවනවානේ ඒකයි වෙන්නේ so yeah there's a yellow slip donation slip ඒකේ ඔක්කොම ලියනවා ඒක ලියලා මෙයාගේ කොල තියෙනවා මෙහෙම එක එක යදන් දෙනවා යාට අර පුතාගේ තාත්තාගේ පින්මිරිසයි කියලා සෝමවති අනුරාධපුරේ සිට මේ පැමිණෙනවාට ට්‍රකටන් මෙච්චර දුරක් ඇවිල්ලා 71 වනි වරට තොරණ බලනවට
Again, yeah,
professional yeah, impromptu plus
yeah
but I think there must be people who are really good at it
yeah so ඒක ලස්සනට කියනවා අර මේ තාත්තා නැති වෙච්ච එකට full අර මතක් කරලා පුතේ මෙහෙමයි ඒ දරුසේ නහස මෙහෙමයි කියලා දෙනවා කියන්නේ අහන් ඉන්නක අඬනවා ඊට පස්සේ ඔව් ඒක ඔක්කොම තාත්තා ගැන මතක් කරලා තාත්තගේ කරපු දේවල් මතක් කරලා පින්නවා එහෙම කියලා පොඩි දුක් වෙන්න එපා එහෙම කියලා සීන් එක යනවා එතනින් ආයෙ විදගෙන ඇවිල්ලා වාහනේ නැග්ගා එතනින් ආවා my home is in Peta
home is in Peta
my god Kiss FM is doing too much for him I call my home is in Peta of all places
right මේ වලි ගොත තත්ත්වෙ පැත්තේ දැන් මොනවාද පාන් දෝනේ බත් දෝනේ මොනවාද දෝනේ හරිද ඊට පස්සේ ටොයිස් කියලා දැන් මං කිව්වා අපි තාම තොට ළඟ ඉන්නේ මේ නෑ කමන්න අපි දැන් මෙතනින් මන්නකො නෑ එහෙම කියන්න එපා එන්න ඕතනින් පිටත් මට කොල්ලක් දෙන්නකො ගිහිල්ලා කොමාරි දැන් ගියා මේන් ස්ට්‍රීට් එකෙන් ගිහිල්ලා බස් ස්ටෑන්ඩ් එක පිටිපස්සේ පැත්තේ මෙලෝ එකෙක් නෑ මට දැන් මූ කිව්වා එන විදිය මොකද අනිත් පැත්තෙන් ආවනම් දෙවඩ බිල් ට්‍රැෆික් මේන් රෝඩ් එකේ ස්ටේෂන් එක ඉස්සරහින් ආවනම් ගිහිල්ලා පිටිපස්සේ හරියටම බෝගා පිටිපස්සේ නැවැත්තුවා කවුරුත් නෑ හරි බහැලා ගියා Come homie. I me budu.
පිටිපස්සේ
කියලා මේ බෝගහා විසරනවා ඊ හරිද?
I am here.
ගත්තා මේ මගේ සෙට් එකක්. උදලින් දාන්න ටක් ගන්න.
මෙයා
මේ බෝධියේ මේ මේන් එන්ට්‍රන්ස් එකෙන් සර්පු ගලව ගත්තා ගියා. ඊළා
ඒක මොනවද තිබ්බේ?
කහබත් පරිප්පු සීනි සම්බෝල සොයාමිට්.
වටිනවනේ.
වටිනවා කියන්නේ එකෙන්ම ආයි ඉතින් කෙලලා හරිය දැන් මංජොක්කයි බතුයි දෙකම ඇතුලේ.
ඒ කියන්නේ හරි දැන් මේල් දෙකක් සේ.
ඔව් මේල් දෙක හරි ඊට පස්සේ එළියට ආව ඔක්කොම කාලේ නෑ මේ ක්‍රිෂ්ණයි මේ ස්පාංගු සීන් සම්පූර්ණ දිනා යන්නේ අනේ නෑ පුතේ so all these fellows played football they were the seniors
right okay
so මේ ගිහලා ඒකත් බලලා ඉවර වෙලා then we came to නගර ඉවරලා then we came to Peta මෙතනින් ඇවිල්ලා දැම්මා ලෝටස් round about මේක තියෙන්නේ what's that hole which is secretariat එකයිනේ
yeah near the old bookshop
oh yeah අන්න හරි එතනින් එනවා
secretariat මෙතන ගලදාරි
පාර what's that called
Lotus Road
yeah Lotus Road right එතනට දාලා ඉන්නවා
block එක.
10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, half an hour later. Now we are from this place we have just moved to meter 100ක්වත් ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ. U-turn එකක් දාගත්තා. දාගෙන මෙහෙන් ඇවිල්ලා we were trying to get on to බෞද්ධ ආලෝක මාවත.
Right.
එක entrance එකක්වත් නැහැ. ඔක්කොම වහලා. So you have to go to the tip of Borella, Kanatta Junction,
Oh,
my
and
God.
then drive one way,
That's
right?
crazy.
හිතුවා එහෙනම් අපි තාම ඒකේ forgot the idea කෙලින්ම ගෙදර ආවා.
Yeah.
That was my weekend.
Not bad. At least you beat your dancer.
Super.
You had that.
That was
But
super.
kudos to Cinnamon because Cinnamon
They had
Life
a
had put up a beautiful
beautiful
pandal,
thing.
yeah, just
Yeah,
outside Cinnamon Life,
Yeah.
and also at Cinnamon Grand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just-
yeah, under
yeah.
Cinnamon Grand. I
Cinnamon
saw.
Grand, just outside Cinnamon
Yeah,
Grand and
yeah.
Cinnamon Life, they had two beautiful pandals that was actually up. I think the one at Cinnamon Life had a lot of people. The advantage at Cinnamon Life was the fact that because it is at a rather large roundabout,
can
so you
stand.
can actually stand,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
in different places and
Yeah.
actually
Cinnamon
watch it.
Grand, it was on the road, no?
Yeah, on the road, yeah.
yeah.
මම අර බොරැල්ල එකේ I was listening to the story. මම විනාඩි 10ක් විතර හිටියා. ඒකේ මොනවාද අම්මා ලේලි සලකපු විදිය. දැන් පුතා ඇවිල්ලා අම්මත් එක්ක කතා කරනවා. මේ කණ්ඩ මොනවාද කිව්වම පුතේ මේ මොනවාද වැලි තලප හදලා දීලා අම්මට තලප කවලා තියෙන මෙච්චර දාවත්.
ලේලි,
අර ලේලි ඊට පස්සේ අම්මා පුතාට මල පැනලා සීන් එක පටන් ගද්දිම අපි ගියා.
But
Coming colors, no good. I recognize this from somewhere.
I had a deja vu moment.
සීන් එක පටන් ගද්දිම මම මාරු වුණා මොනවා වුණාද දන්නේ නැහැ. එක්ක වයිෆ්ට කෙලින්ම බෙල්ල කපුවක් දන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකවත් දන්නේ නැහැ. But very interesting story.
So Sunday I go for a run, no? Then in Independence, then I had the 24-hour dancer, the bath dancer.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so it was a...
හිටියද වැන්දද නේ?
නෑ වැන්දනේ දුවන ගම බත් කකා දුවන්න පුළුවන් ගේ.
අයියෝ.
But lots of people who had done the full route through Colombo from outstation came in a Chrys
Ended up
in the
there.
morning.
Oh,
Yeah, in the
nice,
morning.
nice.
It was packed up. As in when we went, so there was a queue.
24
And there was
hours, no?
Yeah, 6:30 in the morning. මිනිස්සු ඉන්නවා දන්සලේ බත් කන්න. I'm like බත් කන්න කොහොමද ඉඳිය යමට. but ඉතින් අපි එක දිහා බල මෙහෙම ගියේ මොනවද තියෙන්නේ බත් එකේ. බලන්න බෑ.
But one thing I actually experienced a fair amount of people in my walk to get dinner.
dinner.
I came across a lot of people who are asking directions to places. It's like මේ අපි නවලෝකයට යන්න කොහෙද නවලෝක. දැන් මම ඉන්නේ දැන් temple trees ගාව. කොහොමද දැන් කියන්නේ නවලෝක කොහොමද?
Somebody told them they're trying to
No,
go.
so they all lots of people who actually walking around are not from Colombo.
No, definitely not.
They were
man.
all
They
down.
didn't know the roads and all
Not
that.
at all.
That's why they're finding
අයියෝ,
finding.
yeah.
මේ මිනිස්සු කියලා දේ නවලෝකේ තියෙනවා තොට ළඟ තියෙනවා
ඇත්තනේ.
and the thing is they are walking to these
Yeah,
places.
yeah, of course. They
They
are
are all walking.
Oh, golf is එකට ඇවිදගෙන තමයි
Oh,
එන්නේ.
they're all walking to
Oh,
these places.
yeah.
So yeah, so that's the Vesak week, ladies and gentlemen, coming to an end. As a matter of fact, we are in the 6th month of the year 2026.
Now Poson no next.
Yeah, Poson is next. Yeah, Poson is
Let's
next.
get ready for that also.
Lots to talk about on the show as always. This is Gnsl. A big thank you, my God. Last week, our
Ooh, let's see how many we have now.
we went on a berserk for I have
Yeah.
absolutely no idea with our followers. Last
We are
week-
not complaining.
No, we're absolutely not complaining.
115.
I know we were last week we were at 4,000, right? We were 4,001 or 3.
4,003.
4,003. So this week we've actually moved on to 4,115.
My goodness.
We've got to just say thank you.
Aw.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
And the couple of the Moideen Bake Vesak song reel went absolutely viral.
It was 15,000 or
About
14,000
15,000 or
something.
16,000
Yeah,
views on that one. And we also basically remember that 80s commercial.
Oh my goodness.
Slit එක.
The slit again.
Hey, slit එක නම් I was very jealous of that slit.
ඒක කොහොමද හොයාගෙන කමසල් එක. මගේ වචනත් වැරදි.
කමන්නේ. But the tune is correct.
Tune is correct. ටියුන් එකයි අර ටිකයි විතරයි මතක.
Slit එකයි. Tune එකයි slit එකයි.
ඒ දවස්වල බලන්නකො බීච් එකේ එහෙම ඇවිදිනවා.
Yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for being a part of the show. Thank you so much for all the love that you actually shown us. Today is our 87th episode of Gnsl, right? So we're inching towards a milestone that we never thought.
Truly,
that
we didn't.
We didn't.
I swear to you, we did not.
But we have something exciting lined up. The moment we actually hit a century, we will let you know all those details as we move along. In the meantime, it's time for us to swiftly move.
මම කල්පනා කර කර හිටියේ ඒ නංගිලා දැන් වයස කීයක් විතර ඇද්ද දන්නේ
දැන් මැරිලා ඇතිනේ.
නැහැ වෙන්න බෑ
එන
65ක් 70ක් ඇති
ඔව් 80ක් විතර වෙන්නේ නැති.
Would you think any of them are alive?
Why to call and say God bless? God bless.
I mean, it would be very nice to get, I mean, those.
අනේ යන්න ඒ කකුල් නෑ දැන්.
ඒ කමක් නැහැ දී උනාට hi කියන්න.
Hi, God bless.
Hi and say thank you.
Thank you for my childhood. I don't know about yours.
අඳුරන උන්ද දන්නේ.
ඔව් නේ අම්මේ.
අඳුරගේ අම්මලා.
Oh my God.
ඔය හොඳම යාළුවෙක්ගේ අම්මා.
එක්කෙනෙක් දෙන්නෙක් හරි ඇති. I mean, that was okay 80s නේ. Oh, ඇතිනේ 80ක්.
But they would have been about 22, 23, you know,
Yeah,
in the
23,
80s.
no.
So then you think, I think substantially 80ක් වගේ.
80ක් වගේ
Oh,
ඇති.
oh. Then
And if you are watching, please get in touch with us.
God bless.
we will interview you.
With the leg out.
Time for us to move on, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, we will basically talk about family trees here.
Yeah.
Let's move into Lanka last week right now. Here we go. Oh, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Time for us to move into Lanka last week. And of course, this is where we take into account of all the shows, not the shows, all the stories, good stories that we find interesting that happened in Sri Lanka in the last 1 week and try to dissect it for you. Let's move on. What's the first story we have? AI voice cloning scams are on the rise.
It's on the rise.
On the rise then.
කුඩයක් නම් තියෙනවා ඕන්න.
On the rise.
On the rise there, on the rise there.
ඒ කියන්නේ හොඳට වහිනවා.
හරි කමන්න
Right.
කමන්න.
Let's leave it in the middle. You just move a bit. Right.
Show must go on.
Yeah.
Show must go
Okay,
on.
Okay. කනටත් ඇක් වෙන ටොං.
Yeah, good. Yeah, right. Okay, lovely.
Wait a minute, water coming.
කමක් නැහැ. Okay, that's
So,
okay. These are the conditions we've been doing 87 episodes.
Yeah, I know.
But that's okay.
Not bad, huh?
Okay,
Anyway,
let's
anyway.
Cloning.
Actually,
AI.
on the subject of scams, we have a very special guest that's actually coming up right after this, where we're going to be talking about fin crimes and compliance and leaking roofs. Right? All that is what we're basically going to get into. So what are we talking about? Experts are warning about a growing wave of AI voice cloning scams. Right? Criminals can now use just a few seconds of audio from social media, podcasts, or videos to generate highly convincing fake versions of someone's voice.
අපි තුන්දෙනාගේ voice එක දායි දන්නේ නේ.
Dala?
දාලා.
You think anybody will believe us? You think anybody will believe us? Yeah, that's not it.
We could try.
Yeah. Victims are often tricked into sending money after receiving calls that appear to be from loved ones.
So when the loved ones call, cut the line next time. We don't know it, sorry. Don't know.
Ask for a secret code. පූසක නම් මොකද්ද?
No, that's what the banks ask now.
Yeah.
When the thing is, when the bank calls you, the bank calls you, right?
I'm thinking about this right
when
now.
the bank calls you, say, hello, yes, Mr. Christian, yes, Mr. Christian, I'm calling from blah 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 bank. Okay, just to verify details, your details, can you please tell me what your mother's name is? Hello, you call me.
You tell me my mother's name.
You tell me my mother's name. No,
Mother's
sorry.
maiden name.
Yeah,
Maiden
name.
Yeah.
The mother's maiden name. Right. You have any fixed deposits? You tell me. You are from the bank. You are calling me.
Yeah.
You are asking me questions.
Don't call you like that. All unwanted thing. Don't call him, man.
They're all banks.
Don't call him.
Yeah, call any bank. Now, recently.
මෙහෙට එහෙට
තාම එනවා නේ.
ඔය ළඟට එන්න එපා.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so
Right?
So recently?
Just about 2 days ago, I got a call from a bank, right? From HSBC. I don't know how HSBC is still calling it because HSBC is not there anymore, right?
Clearly, they can't give up on you.
Yeah, clearly not, right? He calling me from the bank. Hello, sir, I'm calling from HSBC. I said, what? Really? You're still around?
What do you call them?
I said, no, this is regarding your credit card. What credit card? Said,
Yeah, now there's really you don't have one.
I don't have one.
I would know this. He doesn't have
No
one.
credit card. No, this credit card that used in 2020. This is my once a year call from HSBC. Yes. Once a year I get a call from HSBC about my credit card, which is basically still going up and down.
Still?
Yeah, still going up and down. But and now, irrespective of me basically indicating the fact that I don't have the credit card, they are not giving me any reason as to why they are calling me, but they need to go through the verification process. I'm sorry, I just cut the line. Sorry about
You
it.
can't cut the line on HSBC, no.
I can cut the line on
You can't
HSBC.
cut the line on Ceylon Bank either.
No, I can cut the line on HSBC. It's not there anymore.
It may be an AI generated
It may be
thing.
AI generated.
Whatever.
So anyway, I mean again, this is what we're talking about, AI scams, and this is actually happening to a few individuals, unfortunately, where they are scamming their family members' voices. And basically, imitating them and asking them for money, saying, I'm stuck over here. Can you basically send me like 15,000 rupees? I have no money for fuel and all that stuff. And then immediately you basically jump and go ahead and do it.
You should try it with my mother. What man? I don't even have an ATM card. What are you calling? Sorry, here, figure it out. Then take a bus and come.
අපේ ඔය ඔන්ලයින් ස්කෑමින් එකෙන් ඉස්සෙල්ලා අපේ මගේ අල්ලපු ගෙදර හිටපු රාගම ඌ මාර දල්තල් වැඩ කරන්නේ. හරිද? So we were all altar boys, no? Right? So these nuns and all get transferred to various convents. So he will get a track of where these nuns have gone. හරිද? ගිහිල්ලා අනුරාධපුරේ කොහරි ගිහිල්ලා අනේ හොයාගන්නවා මේ සිස්ටර් මේරි ඉන්නේ අනුරාධපුර මේ කන්වෙන්ට් එකේ. අනේ ගිහිල්ලා කියනවා අයියෝ සිස්ටර් මෙහෙම යාළුවෝ ටිකත් එක්ක ආවා වාහනේ කැඩුනා මෙහෙම කරන්න
සිස්ටර් දෙනවා.
සිස්ටර් 15000 ආව ඒක පුතා අරගෙන ගිහිල්ලා වාහනේ
අන්න එයා තමයි හරියට කරන්නේ.
ස්කෑම් මේවා ඩිජිටල් යුගයට එන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා අපේ උන් ස්කෑම් කරේ. සිස්ටර්ගේ තාත්තා ගන්න පව් දෙයියනේ
එයාටත් එන්නේ අර මිනිසුන්ගෙන්.
Anyway, that's the story for you. Next one, what do we have on the show?
Nothing.
Fuel prices increase with the effect from midnight.
This should not be here on the show because every week we have this.
You know what? For the first time in my life, when this message came, I said, fuel price increase. Like, damn it, I feel so good. I don't have That is the time I actually felt, damn, feels good. I don't have to think about how many liters is how much it's going to cost me anymore. Yeah, it's gone up again. It's all the this thing basically went up. And we'll talk. There's another story that's actually coming up.
It's about three of those things.
In subsidy wise as to how much we're actually losing buying fuel at the moment, and they're obviously subsidizing the what we're paying for.
That's what they say.
You're paying for is different because now fuel price 92 has gone up by 24 rupees. 95 has gone up by 25 rupees. Auto diesel has gone up by 15 rupees, super diesel by 20, and kerosene by 20 rupees. Obviously, the increase follows rising global energy prices and the mounting pressure on local fuel subsidies. Yeah, so, and one thing though, I think the most feared 3 words in the recent past from the government is effective from midnight. Effective
heads
from
up
midnight.
එකක්
Heads up එකක් දෙන්නේ when they want to do something, when they want to change something, more often than not the change comes into effect Monday morning, and the message comes out on Sunday night at 9 o'clock.
And midnight.
Effective midnight.
That's very bad.
That's terrible, huh?
හැබැයි ගෑස් නම් දැන් දවස් දෙක තුනකට ඉස්සෙල්ලා කිව්වා. ගෑස් as if අර අපි ගෑස් empty කෑන් එක තියන් ඉන්නවා වගේ මුන් කියනවා.
Yeah, so effective midnight are 3 most dreaded words in Sri Lanka in the last few weeks or so, because there are lots of things that are actually changing. Effective midnight. And usually Sundays are the days that these, I thought governments don't work on Sundays, but Sundays are the days that
things come to effect on Sundays.
SMS යවන මිනිස්සයා වැඩ OT.
No. Next story, what do we have? Private bus operators call for 5% fare hike following fuel price
Oh, I didn't
මේක
increase.
උන්නේ නෑනේ වැඩි කරේ නෑ මං
He
හිතන්නේ.
said won't do
won't do,
කියලා.
yeah.
ඒකත් අනේමන්ත මණ්ඩලේ සමහරු කියනවා හා සමහරු කියනවා බෑ කියලා.
Undecided. Yeah.
So if approved, the minimum fare could increase to around 32 to 33 rupees.
මම ගිය සැරේ ගෙව්වේ 30. දැන් 32යි. ඔනේ ඔම්මු.
32 to 30. Operators claim that they are currently operating at a loss following the increase in diesel prices. Huh?
එයාට කෝල් එකක් දෙන්න ඩීසල් ප්‍රයිස් එක ගැන
කෝල්
කියන්න.
3ක් ආවා දැන්.
කවුද මේ? කැස්දාවේ
කුමාර්.
මල්ලිද? මල්ලි. Okay.
Next story, what do we have? Fuel QR system to be strictly implemented in the future. I think in the future, you know,
Again, not implemented anymore.
I don't know.
ජරාම ගෙවල ගහන කට්ටිය ඉන්නේ.
Yeah,
Strictly.
yeah.
කියන්නේ කලින් strict නෑ.
Now
Yeah.
they have a system where they can monitor I think.
Stricter.
එහෙම නැතුව ගහන ඒවා මොනිටර් වෙන සීන් එකක් තියෙනවා.
හෙට යන්න තාතා පුඩකින් ඔය මෙහෙ නානවා මෙතන.
තාම බහලි කරන්නේ. So basically that's what they are saying, that there are some places which will charge you 500 rupees and give
Yeah.
you a full tank. So if you get caught, they are going to do something drastical to the shed.
They should actually.
Shed owner then.
Shed
Yeah,
owner,
no, they should, because the thing is this: at the end of the day, this is for everybody, no.
Yeah.
Everybody is given a quota
Yeah.
in order for us to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not fair for you to just pass on about $500 or $1,000 for somebody out there says, "Well, full tank
That's a bribe.
That's the bribe. The guys do it. Unfortunately, they do it, right? And the thing is this. Also, I have friends who have gone up to the petrol shed. And they haven't even, I mean, they are under the impression that they need to show the QR code and pump their 25 liters or whatever.
That's a normal thing.
No,
Yeah.
if the attendant comes and says, "What the full tank of water?" Are you
who
going to
can
say
say-
no?
Yeah.
Are you going to say no? Then they have, so
ඒකට 500ක් ගන්නවා. Minimum.
Yeah, full tank.
Again, but on the side.
On the side,
on the side,
yeah. So unfortunately that happens. But
Now strict.
far more, yeah, strict. Now all petrol sheds, all petrol those what do you call those gizmos that actually pump the petrol? Those fuel stations, those
Stations, yeah,
stations.
fuel stations.
Yeah, they are going to be activated with your eye scanner.
Thumbprint.
Get a bar.
Look into my eyes.
කනට ගහයි.
මගේ බරත් විදුනා එතන අම්මේ please don't take that out of context under any circumstance.
මොකයි වෙන්නේ අන්තිමේදී?
Oh my god. I'm picturing somebody standing in the petrol like,
Moving on.
oh my god.
What's next?
All right, next story. What do we have?
New GPS tracking feature introduced for metro buses.
Yeah.
What about that? GPS tracking.
Now they've
That's the
actually actually introduced some new metro buses.
They're beautiful, huh?
Yeah,
Have you seen them?
those-
They're very posh.
They're beautiful because they're new.
Yeah. There's one from Markopura
this-
to Kandy. That is a very nice bus.
So this is ඕවා තියෙනවා තාම කෝච්චියේ නැහැනේ.
හරි බස් එක හරි එකයි one at a time
Yeah,
කෝච්චිය
okay.
නැත්තම් බස් එක. We're giving you the bus.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful bus.
Beautiful.
හැබැයි
buses.
ඉතින් හැබැයි මෙහෙමයි දැන් අර මම අද දැක්ක
But like a
එකක්
too
කොහේ
low.
හරි තියෙනවා අඩුම ගානේ පස්පි දැල්ලක්වත් කපලා නැහැ.
කොහෙද?
ඔය ඩැමේජ් වෙච්ච කෝච්චි බීල්ලවල් ගාව
මේ
රයිට්
මුකුත් කරලා නැහැ.
මුකුත් කරලා නැහැ.
Oh no.
මේ මන් දන්නේ නැහැ. ඊට පස්සේ යා ලංකාවේ තත්ත්වයට ඒ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ එල්ලුවත්. bankrupt. Bankrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people use the railway a lot, right? It's not-
නැත්තම් ඉතින් කොච්චර imagine the revenue from the tourists.
That's true.
All those carriages which are air conditioned and everything. What a ලොකු ඩොලර් ගාණක් ගෙවලා යන්නේ.
Yeah.
Yeah, ඉතින් ඒව ඔක්කොම නැත් loss එකක් නේ.
So
කමන්නේ.
basically, the GPS that's been installed in these metro buses is to track the bus in real time right? With a mobile app, because you can actually then view the bus location.
Oh, as in
the arrival times.
The passenger.
The passenger, yeah.
Arriving in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Arriving in 1 minute.
That's actually how lots of places, lots of countries with public transport system, you are actually tracking every bus. So then you can also
plan your day, right?
Gauge
Plan your time.
exactly how long it will take for you to get there, and the bus is going to be there. But
But I have problem with the new buses. They are very low to the ground. Then අපේ potholes මෙහෙම ඇතුළට ගියාම එළියට යන්නේ මෙහෙමනේ. ඒතකොට අමාරු එයාගේ අර බස් එකේ crash පල්ලෙහාට. Because no, it's very low. I mean, if you've seen those buses, it's very low to the ground. අපේ CTB එම හරි very high no. උඩ පැනගෙන නගින්න ඕනේ.
So the lower it is, the more comfortable.
Maybe so, but ලංකාවේ දැන් the potholes and all that.
හරියට. highway එකට විතරක් දැම්ම නම් හරියට.
Yeah, so let's basically talk about the GPS system, which feels like, we have suddenly discovered something. I mean, yes, this is exactly how we have been doing with Pick Me and Uber and all that stuff. We track the riders.
Yeah, and then we get ready to get into it. Yes.
That's how it is. Now we are tracking buses. Next story, what do we have? Dengue chikungunya cases surge after rains. Guys, you have to be very careful about this. Chikungunya and dengue.
Chikungunya is the worst. You feel like dying, but you don't die.
It's not a joke. It's absolutely not a joke, right?
Dengue you will, if you don't get treated. Chikungunya you don't, but you feel like it. So,
on that happy note, on that fantastically blissful note,
no, you didn't.
Right? Dengue you will. Chikungunya
you won't,
but you feel like you will, right? So we are a blessing on a Friday night for you. But yeah, health experts warn that both dengue and chikungunya are increasing following the recent rains. Colombo and Gampaha remain among the worst affected areas. People with fever lasting more than 2 days.
2 days?
Are advised to seek medical attention and avoid self-medicating, especially with drugs that can worsen bleeding risk in dengue patients. That's true. And then of course now you've got the antigen that you can actually take after 24 hours for dengue.
Yes.
Dengue antigen.
Yes.
You can
testing, no?
You can test it after 24 hours. But yeah, it's very important. But there are certain hacks that you can also basically do within yourself. Number one, make sure that you clean your surroundings. Make sure if you have a house, you've got garden, ensure the fact that there is water doesn't collect anywhere. Clean the gutters, which is where water collects more often than not.
Boost your immune system.
What should you do?
I know. Someone that you know only told me how to boost my immune system.
What do you do?
Ginger and lime and hot water. Now the whole Balthazar family, including you, have been drinking this. Bala Teresa and the family.
Right.
But what is right? What sort of a here, don't do that. You will puke.
ඉවරලානේ බොන්නේ.
ඉතින් මහන්සි නුර. එතකොට කන්දත් බොන්න ඕනේ.
පොඩ්ඩක් ඊට පස්සේ ස්ටෑක් කරන් ඔය.
මේකද මේ all the time
අන්ත බාර දෙරේ.
Anyway, clean your surroundings
and boost your immune system.
Close the door at about 4-5 o'clock in the evening.
Don't do that.
Right? Why you don't do that?
It was hot no child.
No, but at 5 o'clock in the evening.
Death or close the door.
Yeah, death or heat. Take a pick. Pick one. We can't give you both. Pick one. Next story. What do we have? CPC, this is what I was talking about. CPC is losing 129 rupees on every litre of diesel and 60 rupees on petrol.
Because the dollar, is it?
Yeah.
Attacking the petrol value, no?
Yeah.
No,
attacking the petrol value.
No, we're losing.
Yeah, so now allocation ඉවරයිනේ. Government budget එකකින් නේ පියව ගන්නෙ.
Yeah.
So the moment that is exhausted,
yeah. So because obviously you can't.
129 is steep, no?
I suppose you can't necessarily sell fuel at the price that they are buying fuel right now, because of course the dollar rates also fluctuating.
It's horrible, no? Our dollar is like, oh my god.
And also the fact that the price of fuel is very, very high at the end of the day, because you're trying to get it through that little Straits of Hormuz. I know. Ain't no straight anymore. That straight's not straight at all.
It's Hamas now.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many times this guy has said, there are clips of this guy said, we are almost at a deal. We are going to end this. We are almost. Yeah, we are very close to a deal.
Yeah.
We are 50 විතර තියෙනවා වගේ.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
For
But,
41 days he's been doing that. Anyway.
actually, right now it's over 90 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
90?
It's over
3
90
months, no?
Yeah, it's over 90 days. And latest news, of course, is the fact that the House of Senate has passed a resolution which basically indicates that now he needs Congress approval for him to continue the war.
About time, no?
Because you have got that 90 days where he can start it without Congress approval.
Yeah.
But now you
so
need-
now he's lost it. At the House, he's lost it.
Yeah.
Now he needs to basically move to the Congress, where most probably, again, looks like with the way it's going, people feel that he's going to lose it there also in Congress.
Yeah.
But even when he does lose it, right, he can actually veto that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He can actually veto that. But what will happen, of course, is he can veto it by continuing the war. But because of the fact that if he loses in Congress, he can't get any more money. Because Congress has to pass you that money.
So he can continue, but he doesn't get money.
He can, but then he doesn't have money to continue.
Yeah.
So he needs to continue with
There
whatever
will be
he
a roadblock,
has.
but yeah.
So there's no extra money that's actually going to
ඇති
come.
නිදන් ඇති අප්පා.
Oh, peace.
Yeah, it's crazy at the moment. The entire world
Is suffering
is
because
actually
of this.
suffering.
Yeah.
Entire world is suffering because of what's going on right now, and nobody really asked for this.
Yeah, nobody requested this. FYI.
Yeah, nobody asked for this, and nobody says, please open the Straits of Hormuz. Straits of Hormuz is always open, right? But yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. Let's move on to the next story. What do we have? Police introduce mandatory 6-month firearm inspection for license holders. Honestly, Chrys, I did not know that you could actually have
This is
a
civilians.
license to actually have a firearm.
Civilians? These are.
Well, yeah, looks like it.
Not civilians, no?
The license fire.
Retired policemen also have guns. I don't know.
No.
So if you're running a security company,
Yes, they have to have no.
okay.
if you are a VIP,
Wait. The security guard.
yeah, security guards can have. You can apply for that. If your
Must
life
be,
is
no?
under threat, ඒ වගේ මොනවාරි තියෙනවා නම්
Right.
එහෙම
එහෙම
other
එකක්
civilians
තියෙනවා.
can't have?
බෑ.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
think. Unless those conditions are there.
We have better ones. We have කැත්තමලු පොළු.
අන්න ගන්දින්න උදැල්ල
ඈතට යන්න ඕනේ ළඟට ගිහලා කපනවා. එච්චරයි.
coming to the close මමට හිටි.
අන්න කපිට close මම. Very burger of you.
of course.
But Elmer top 7000 කෑව වගේ.
Yeah, I don't know where that story is. I can't find that story.
Well, moving on.
Moving on to that story.
Clearly, apparently, we have been regulated like that.
Yeah. Here we go.
Sorry, it came.
No, okay, that's fine. Litro to revise gas prices on
Done,
Friday.
done.
We spoke about this. Next one on the show, 250 suspected meningitis
meningitis?
මොලේ
cases
උන.
reported
මොලේ උන.
across Sri Lanka.
deadly, huh?
It is
How do you get
deadly.
meningitis?
If you don't treat it on time, you can die.
The health
how do you
ministry
get it?
says around 250 suspected meningitis cases have been reported from several areas, including Deniaya, Diyatalava, Valimada, and Kandy.
Yeah. Deniya school was closed for the longest time.
Yeah, that's right. Fewer than 50 patients are currently hospitalized. Health officials say the current cases are linked to the enterovirus and stress the importance of good hygiene and early medical attention.
Good hygiene.
Yeah.
How do you get
It's
it?
not,
I
it's,
must
not
Google it.
it's not airborne, it is touching කියලා kissing.
Yeah.
ඒ වගේ scene.
So if you have meningitis, don't kiss people.
Yeah.
As always,
do you
the
get-
legendary grandmother remedy for anything
Is wear the mask.
is කොත්තමල්ලි
කොත්තමල්ලි.
සිද්ධාලේප හොඳට නිදාගන්න. That's about it.
It's not airborne.
It's not airborne.
It's not
Breathing
airborne.
in small droplets of an infected person's cough.
හදිසියක් ගියොත් ඉවරයි. Just
Sharing saliva. Don't
just-
make out.
Just like COVID.
Don't share drinks, vapes. Utensils, but I saw
Vapes.
like tonsils. Don't share tonsils. Very
I mean,
good.
it's good that they had introduced vapes into that.
Yeah.
And then unknown character. So anyway, we carry
Sorry. When you said sorry, you can finish that. I'll tell you a story.
people unknownly also we carry the virus about 10 to 20%. That.
When you said vapes, right? Got a call, but 10 days ago, right?
Strange things happen to you.
Yeah, but I got a call, right? And hello, yes, hello, this is a pod. I said, yes. Clearly he couldn't speak English. Pod? I said, yes. You have any pods? I said, what? I said, well, any pods you have? I said, hello, what is it? Pod? So I'm obviously asked, I'm wondering, he's saying, is this pod hub, right?
Yeah.
So I said, yes. Pod, you have pod? I said, what pod are you asking for? What pod? Right? So now, he is a Maldivian, right? So he can't obviously converse. Pod? I said, what pod? Is smoking pod? I said, what? No, we don't have vapes. This is pod.
He would have Googled and found something like Pornhub.
Right. So he was thinking Pornhub was selling pods for vapes. We don't do that.
Maybe you should. It's really a good name for it.
Pod. I'm saying, because I'm saying yes. And he said, you have pods? No.
He would have
pod,
thought.
yes.
He would have thought Shaq's an idiot. Yes. Isn't that okay now? Then asking, what do you mean?
And then he basically, obviously, when I said no, he clearly indicated in the way he to somebody. Done. Call finished. That's about it. Anyway, that's how I just remembered when he said vape. Next story. What do we have? Next story.
What? It's spelled C-E-R-T.
Slurst reports over 360 online financial fraud incidents in the past
This, of course, is very sad, man. This is, of course, is painful.
So we have slurred. Yeah, slurred is basically over 360 online.
Only?
Yeah.
Only?
I don't
That's
think so.
reported, I'm sure.
Much more. Yeah, but this is also something that we're going to be talking about with our guest who's actually coming up in terms of online scams and frauds that are actually going on and how is it actually happening these days. Many scams involve fake advertisements, fake brand promotions, phishing links, and attempts to steal banking and credit card information. Right, so yeah.
Tale as old as time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What's the best scam message you received?
I've gotten that one that says put 100,000 or 50,000 for a parcel. That I've gotten.
You've got that. I think I've also got that one.
යාළුවන්ට මේ මොනවාද බංකොලොත් වෙලා 15000 දාන්න. Good friends,
But there was at one point in Facebook, they've hacked the profiles of people and asking for money. That I got a lot of that.
Yeah, and I think that was one of the scams that actually happened on Facebook is to vote for somebody. Like for example,
I'm going for a competition or something.
Please vote for me. So in the goodness of your heart, you say yes, and the goodness of your heart becomes something else after that. Because then they get into your this thing. The one thing that you need to basically understand, especially when you get these messages on either email or on your phone or text message or whatever it is, look at the number. That is your giveaway. That's your absolute giveaway.
All these weird foreign numbers, and nobody's messaging you like that.
Yeah, and a friend of mine, actually, I saw his post on Facebook. He has got a message, right, from Sri Lanka police to pay for a fine of some sort, right? But that number basically is +33.
Yeah.
So
he was asking, how did Sri Lanka police open up a branch in another country? So these are
those are the giveaways.
I mean, those are giveaways, really, right? And those are. I mean, we are getting many messages on our Facebook page, on PodUp Facebook page, where they continuously keep on saying that we have violated some privacy scenario.
What are you violating?
Absolutely nothing, right? If at all, people are violating us, right? So we have violated some privacy, whatever going on. Click on this to make sure that your profile is not going to be deleted. We are not. I mean, if you understand what you are doing, you know you're not done anything at the end of the day. So, and the other one, of course, again, is trying to on Facebook, and basically is also on I think on Instagram, where you have the opportunity of getting yourself a verified tick, a blue tick. Yes, you have now basically is eligible for a blue tick.
Yeah, some blue tick.
And if you want, you press this link. We don't want no blue.
We don't want blue ticks.
We don't want any ticks.
We only want pink ticks. Tip.
They're going to cut that immediately. Moving on. What's the next one? What's the next one? Sri Lanka braces for severe heat in July, August. What rubbish.
Pink heat in July and August. Yeah, this is, I don't know.
I don't know, I suppose.
Crazy. I don't know what's going on.
El Nino.
Yeah.
El Nino scene that, there's hot water coming in through the other side of the North Americas. And there are going to be lots of heat, lots of drought. And there's going to be lots of rain in some countries. Australia, New Zealand, drought.
But our rain is also weird, right? And today in the morning I stepped out, nice and sunny. Here with that sun, massive rain. Then,
for about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Then again I quickly go into like a cadette for this thing. Then not a... No, for shelter. Then smoke so when see, 2 seconds later, sun is like, hello.
Yeah.
I'm like, here. What sort of a...
Sorry, wait. Just wait. Took a loo break, but the rain came.
What are you doing? And then again you go.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I know.
Hello.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. I mean, this is what
it was really odd today.
And I'll tell you what, when that happens, the worst thing is when your laundry is out.
Yeah, because you're like,
Should I not? Do you think this is going to last for 10 minutes or 5 minutes?
Yeah.
But you go out, you rush, you take your laundry out, you take it back in.
Yeah.
The moment you start putting it there, it's like, what the hell, man?
but we were working out, so we're doing abs, set up, rain. Sat down, no rain. After 2-3 days, set up again, rain. Again, no rain. So, temenama, velena. It was mata hinakin. I didn't do much of it because I was laughing.
My yesterday I washed my bed sheets and the pillowcases. Why? You know why? Me kambre arla gihilla. So I immediately called, why did you keep the door open? Right? She said, Thati fur is very kapati. Right? Mama yana velata, she creeps under the bed. Under her bed. Right? And then doesn't come out. Right? And she had left the pillow inside. Mama ගෙදර යනකොට මැඩුණා වගේ මෙහෙම ඉන්නවා ඇඳුඩ. හරිද? My God, you should see like Queen Mary. Right? ඉන්නවා.
Queen Sheba.
දුන්නයි. ඉතින් ඔක්කොම හොදන්න බෑ ඉතින්. කොහේ
Yeah, good luck in cleaning, drying those.
Dry. It's still in the machine. Yeah. එළියට දැම්මේ නැහැ.
So you're right, Chrys. Met Department warns that the El Nino condition could bring hotter than normal weather and reduced rainfall during July and August.
Yeah.
Authorities are preparing for possible impact of water supplies, agriculture, electricity generation, and public health.
Believe me, water rates are also going to hit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, so that's the situation. I mean, as it is, it's you just can't decide on exactly. Honestly, you can't decide to have anything outdoor.
Yeah.
You can't decide to have an event. You can't decide to basically.
You don't know whether heat or rain. No, you don't know.
Nothing. You can't. You can't. You don't know what the story is. So yeah. Next story. What do we have? Weight training cuts. Andy. Weight training cuts early death risk by 13%.
Done.
That's according to yeah, so a major 30 years old study involving over 147,000 participants found that just 90 minutes to 2 hours of strength training per week can reduce the risk of early death by 13%.
That's if you don't encounter the dengue madurua.
Yeah, right. Risks from heart disease and stroke fell by 19%, while neurological disease risk dropped by 27%. The best outcome comes from combining weight training and aerobics exercises.
Let's do this.
What is aerobics?
Aerobics?
Aerobics, child? What aerobics? Aerobics? Then make a demonstrate කරන්න බෑ aerobics.
මොනවද අර මෙහෙම
නේ ඒ මොකක්ද අයියෝ ඒක මේ zumba
demonstrate එකක් දාන්න
aerobics is like it's like a hit cardio not aerobics
අර මෙහෙම කර
ඔව් මෙහෙම කරනවා එහෙම මොකක්ද මේ water ballet එහෙම නිකන් ඉන්නේ එහෙම කරන්න එපා
මට මතක නෑ aerobics කියන්නේ
ඔව් cardio
next story while Chrys hangs around for aerobics Medicine prices likely to increase.
This has been happening for the last 6 months.
No, I think for years.
Yeah, for years.
Appreciation.
That dollar is painful to look at. මෙහෙම blink වුණාම තව රුපියල් 10ක් වැඩි වෙනවා.
That's true. That's true. All right, that's the story, ladies and gentlemen, and time for us to basically move into a very special guest we have on the show, talking about fin crime, compliance, and a very pertinent conversation for us to have due to what's going on in the country right now, with lots of us falling for scams and online frauds and whatnot. Please be aware and don't click on links that you don't understand or you don't know about. Simple as that. We'll get into our guest right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. And today we have a very, very interesting guest that we want to basically have a chat about. It's Rochelle. Rochelle, of course, is someone who I've known for a very, very long time. How long, Rochelle? 13 years? 14 years?
You really want to?
No, let's not. I know that makes me feel absolutely old in that case. Let's not go down that road.
So you've been knowing her from the time you were 40 years old?
Yeah. Well done. Okay, so let's quickly move on with the interview right now. Rochelle is on the show with us today, and I've known Rochelle when she was actually working at HSBC.
Yes, correct.
She was a banker, and now she's...
Something to do with a banker. I know where this is coming from.
How many ex-bankers have we had on the show?
We have ex-bankers, gym instructors. All thanks to one beautiful lady.
Beautiful.
Yeah, of course, of course.
You're safe.
Yes.
Rochelle, of course, was a banker who moved out, and now she is basically into financial crimes. Well, yeah. She conducts these crimes. Yeah, so fin crime is what we're actually going to be talking about. I think it's a very pertinent subject because there are a fair amount of scams that are out in Sri Lanka at the moment, online scams, lots of people obviously losing lots of money. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be individuals. Unfortunately, even the government is losing money.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's also going to different people's accounts right now.
Yeah.
But before we get into all that, Rochelle, now what we heard is the fact that when you were at the bank, this is a subject that you avoided. Fin crime was not something that you wanted to even go close to.
Not at all, Shaq. Not at all. Because, see, usually when you say financial crime compliance or anything compliance related, it's usually policies, procedures and regulations, memorizing, mandatory training, which you have to complete, and then you get into doing your actual jobs. So that's how it used to be, right? And that's how it was for me too. Until one day, reality struck home, and I realized that it's something that goes beyond that too.
Okay.
So, see, I started as a banker who was working in customer service, and then I moved on to learning and development in the banking industry at HSBC itself. And even as a trainer, I actually avoided the compliance subject completely. I actually had a colleague who was really good at memorizing policies, and I slowly used to pass it on to her. Yeah, you do this, I'll do the other topic, you do this one. And then eventually I ended up where she was on sick leave and I had to do the session.
Right.
And that's when I actually started preparing, and I came across, I don't know whether you'd have heard of this, the Rana building collapse in Bangladesh some years ago. Okay. This was a factory which collapsed because people overlooked policies, they overlooked controls. They cut corners, they did not ask the right questions, and as a result, thousands of people were dead.
Right.
I was watching that news article, and it actually, kind of hit home for me, because those people who died were somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's mother, somebody's father, child. It was horrible. And that's when I realized that this is something that goes beyond policies, it goes beyond procedures. It could be you and me.
Yeah.
Think of the person that you love the most. By doing the right thing, by asking the right questions, we are protecting tomorrow for that person that we love the most. And I started then it moved beyond that. And then I thought, you know what? People have to realize this. It's no more memorizing. It's no more just policies and procedures. It has to be something of a responsibility. It's something all of us have to take responsibility for. And that's when I started looking at things differently. And now I'm a corporate trainer as well.
Okay.
And I am blessed. I was able to develop a program. So I sat for an examination called CFCS, that is Certified Financial Crime Specialist.
Sure.
Sure. You carry a gun?
My God. Do you carry a gun?
No!
No. Yeah. You will get questions like that, don't worry.
No, Rochelle, now I need to ask you something like this. Yes. Now, I was also a long time ago a banker, and when it came to that era, it was like when you talk about compliance, and it was basically called audit. We didn't have words called, all these bara vachana. But back in the day, there was always a debit and a credit. There was a ledger manually filled and stuff like that. So somebody creeping through a system like that was a bit of a difficult one.
Correct.
Agreed?
Correct.
But now as time evolved, these entire systems became automated.
Correct.
Right? So with the IT coming into the scene, it was always about, someone smarter than you is going to come.
Absolutely.
Right? And then these manual procedures slowly started disappearing.
Absolutely.
Would you think that this is the problem for all these things that are happening right now?
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Okay.
In fact, Christian, because see, just as much as procedure is now, everyone is running a race today. Everyone is on the clock. So they want to make things convenient. They want to get things done fast. And unfortunately, people are forgetting to ask the right questions. Now, if you do a particular transaction, if you automate it, no one is asking, why are we doing these checks? It's just a tick box exercise.
That's right. Yeah.
Now, if you go and ask, what is the reason? Why are you asking me these questions? Why do you ask for these documents? Why do you need to check these things? Why is it taking so long? No one asks those questions. Now, it's all about convenience, doing things fast. Okay, I have to do A, B, C, and D. I do it, done. That's it. I let it go. The biggest problem that we are all facing today in today's world is, it's not exactly that the criminals are getting smarter. It's complacency. Can you believe that? It's because, some people are looking at what's happening in the system and they're thinking, it's not my problem. I'm just here to just pass this transaction. I'll just do this and I'll get it over with. No one is asking the question. Somebody will see it. Like you said, auditors, their job is to make sure that policies and procedures are followed properly. Auditor will check it. Or, somebody in the management will check it. Or the next level who is checking it will check it. Why should I ask? It's happening in black and white in front of them and nobody asks the question. And that right there is what is, what the criminals actually,
So now obviously, you talk about procedures, right? And you obviously talk about the fact that, obviously compliance, you memorize a lot of things. But as far as procedures are concerned, are we, in terms of fin crime, so to say, you are obligated to follow procedures.
Absolutely.
But the more you follow procedures, you're also trying to deviate from actually thinking.
Correct.
Right? That seems to be the problem today.
Yes.
Because everybody is following the law to the T, but no one necessarily is actually implementing the law or the procedure to the current context.
Oh yes, that's so true. Because now even, let me tell you this. See, now there is this FATF, Financial Action Task Force. They are the ones who...
Please, FATF sounds like a... Not fart, but sounds like a dish. Sounds like a disease. I have the FATF.
Oh God.
So, sorry, carry on.
So, there is this mutual... it's like an evaluation that's happening. Do you remember there was a time that Sri Lanka was grey listed?
They don't remember that.
Grey listed. Okay. Can
grey
you
listed. Okay.
Yes. Do you remember a time when?
I think we still are, aren't we?
We are blacklisted now, not
God
grey.
forbid. God,
Blue.
no, don't even say that.
Grey is worse than black, is it?
Blue.
Oh, okay. Very
Blue.
Okay.
Pick a color.
Pick a color of your choice. Okay, please go on. Yeah.
I feel like I'm in my classroom right now.
Of course! Welcome to the show.
With 2 8-year-olds.
Did no one tell you how this was going to go?
Oh, yeah. I used to enjoy the show, but then I'm on the...
No, not anymore. But then not anymore. I want to leave now. Sorry, Rochelle. Go on.
Well, there is this evaluation that's going to happen. Let me put it in simple words. It's basically, it's like a report. Like, imagine like somebody's checking a report. They're basically checking to see, does Sri Lanka have all the required laws, policies, procedures to make sure crime does not happen?
Right.
Right. But this goes a little further than that. They are going to ask, not only is it there, they're going to ask, is it actually working? Right? Is it actually working? So coming back to what you were saying, Shaq, you said, okay, yes, the laws and things are there, but are people actually thinking why it's there or why they are applying those laws or what are they trying to protect? So that is where it's that important.
Right.
It's that important for them to understand why the laws are there, why the policies are there, and that's where the gap is. So what I'm trying to do right now is that I've developed a program called FinCrime Mastery, and I'm very proud of it. It's my baby, and it is a program that is going to help people to get through the CFCS, prepare for the CFCS exam. I myself am a certified financial crime specialist, and I have been recently accredited as their instructor for the program for our region.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm very, very proud of it, and my program has been accredited too. And that's what I'm striving to do.
Right.
I think that's my calling, where, everything that I've been through in my life, it has brought me to this place where I want people to fall in love with financial crime compliance. I want them to see the
I'm sorry, what?
Financial crime control.
Compliance.
You're fall in love with it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I have fallen in love with
I
it.
wouldn't mind.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, now we're talking about financial crimes. We're talking about fin crime. We're talking about compliance. People who will necessarily understand this are predominantly individuals who are in the financial sector.
Not necessarily.
Mostly,
Yeah.
right? And also, obviously, some fantastic criminals out there who know exactly what they need to do, right, in terms of fighting crime.
Of
right?
course, yes.
What is a financial crime?
Okay. I wish I had more students like you, honestly. So,
Please. Student is not something I like to go back to.
මේ බෝඩ් එක මකන්නද?
Teacher, so to everyone out there who's watching, right? We hear this all the time.
Yeah.
Financial crime was committed, this was committed. What is a financial crime?
well, generally when we say financial crime, people tend to think of money laundering,
Right.
of criminals and all those things. Well, financial crime is much more closer to home than that.
Okay.
See, Shaq, now, if you take a bank today in bank, what kind of modern type of banking do you follow? Like, what kind of products do you have in a bank? Don't tell me brand names, just tell me what kind of products you have. A savings account,
Savings, fixed
a current
deposits,
account,
current
fixed
accounts.
deposits,
Yeah.
online banking you must be
Yeah,
using.
yeah.
And congratulations, you got on PayPal.
Yeah, my God. On that,
there you
yes,
go.
of course. We have just come out of the caveman era.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
If we go on grey list, that's going to go out the back gates of that.
Yeah,
Just telling
right,
you,
okay.
So anyways, so see, you are using all these products, right? So these products have been, imagine the first account you had to what you have right now. How things have evolved and how they have now become much more advanced, right? Why did the banking sector do this for you? To make your life easy,
Easier,
right?
convenient,
Now
yeah.
sometimes
Convenience.
you ask your kids, when was the last time they went to a branch
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
did a transaction,
Yeah, true.
right? So
Yeah.
they do everything online. It's
Yeah.
convenience.
Yeah.
So see, what the criminal does is they actually abuse those
System.
facilities. So why do they do that? When they, a criminal gets into a criminal activity. What is a criminal activity? Anything that they do that could harm an innocent life is a criminal activity, right? So why do they do that? It's a huge risk that they are taking. But they do that because the money is big. Now let's say they earned the money, right? Now they got their many millions. But they can't openly go and spend these many millions because people are going to ask questions, right? The neighbors, the police are going to be asking questions. Where did you suddenly come up with, right? So what do they need to do is they need to give legitimacy for this money. They need to make this money look legitimate, that give it a legitimate source. So the only proper authority that can tell, yes, this money is clean, yes, this money came from a proper source is a bank. So what do these guys do? They try to pump that dirty money into the banking system. They abuse the facilities that you are enjoying, which the banks created for your convenience. They come and pump in their dirty money and they try to abuse it. And they try
How does that happen?
So they can use various ways. Now, if I go to tell you all that, somebody who's listening might try to do that. So they
Listen very carefully.
no.
We are talking to you.
So you're
No,
basically talking about black to white, no?
Correct.
Okay, so then, so how does that happen through us?
Not through you. It's the fact that the
system.
facilities that you are enjoying that the bank has
Okay, give me an
provided to
example.
you.
So, for example, let's say you sitting here in Sri Lanka, you can transfer money to someone who is seated in the USA, right? So that happens through the online transfer systems. It happens through correspondent banking systems. A criminal also would want to use the same system to move money from Sri Lanka to another country.
But then you have, if you're going through a bank, you need to show all these, where all that stuff, invoices. If you're, who are you paying for? What are you paying for? What's the reason? All that stuff. Okay.
So those policies were brought in to prevent these guys from getting into the system. That's what it is.
Okay.
So to answer Shaq's question, what is financial crime? It's that abuse. Where the criminal tries to come and enter into the financial system and abuse the system. That is financial crime. So we want to prevent that from happening, which is why the policies and procedures have been put into place.
Yeah, so they're already there.
Yes, but they're not, it's there. How many of them are actually following it? How many of them are actually? You do. You're a good boy, Christian. You're a good boy.
Okay,
Right?
tell me how you can get
Not
away
follow.
with it.
You just did not ask me that question.
How do I get away with financial crime?
Okay.
What type of financial crime is easy to get away with?
None. Trust me. That's what financial crime is. It's everything. It's not only money laundering. It's about fraud. It's about taking a bribe. In Sri Lanka, something is
Normal.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Yeah.
But it's a crime. Do you know?
Yeah.
It's a crime.
Of course.
Thank God now we are woken up and we are now paying our taxes. Tax evasion is a huge crime, right? So now, for example, now I'm sorry, I'm going to use some technical terms. Like the AML authority that is from the European Union has now set up a new like a unit, or it's like European Union's branch that controls money laundering and terrorist financing. They have set up some fantastic guidelines how businesses should assess their risk. Do you know this? It doesn't impact Sri Lanka directly because we are not in the European Union. It doesn't impact. But if the Asia Pacific group picks points from that, then businesses will get impacted, in the sense they will want to streamline it. You can learn a thing or two from what they are doing. So very recently, I think on the 28th of May, they had their first meeting where they brought out the first draft, which looks fantastic, and we can actually learn a thing or two about how businesses should assess the risk. What kind of risk is there? What should, because if somebody is thinking of, like, for example, why did PayPal take so long to come to Sri Lanka? They would have been assessing the risk, like, if they're going to come and implement, for example, implement a business here, they have to think about the cost of compliance.
Right.
Like, if there is a risk in the market, how do we mitigate that risk? How much is it going to cost us? So that's one of the cost factors they would have thought of. So though we were joking about, we might be going into a grey list. If we go in, most of the things that we're enjoying today would leave. Most of the things they will not want.
Well,
to
so
survive.
Rochelle, basically what we're looking at right now, though, like I said earlier on at the beginning of the conversation, it's very pertinent that we actually have you on the show this week, because in recent times, Sri Lanka has seen a massive rise in online fraud.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Despite procedures, despite basically letting consumers know not to fall for a scam. And I believe the central bank has actually started a campaign to avert all these scams. Awareness campaign, right? But why do we still fall for it? I mean, is it the fact that we are really stupid, or
Greedy.
the criminals are actually smarter? What's the story?
Well, We are human.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And we are greedy.
Greedy.
No,
Yeah.
we are human.
Okay.
And what the criminals are actually targeting is our fear factor.
Right.
Imagine, it's, they usually target some of the elders most of the time. Imagine our father or mother getting a call with all their pension money in the bank, and they're getting a call saying, you know what, they would have got an OTP right now. Can you please give the OTP right away? We need to get this. If not, you're going to lose all your money. Do you think they're going to sit and think, you know what, I should call my son, I should call my daughter and ask, well, let me check this. They're not going to think that. The urgency is what the criminal is selling. They push the urgency.
Your life savings.
Yeah, you are not allowed to think. You don't have time to think. Common sense can't kick in. Imagine it'll hit you at a time where you do not have time to think. That's when they will target you.
And they prey the vulnerability.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There you go.
Just day before, I think there was this scam where this guy pretends to be from the Indian Revenue.
Oh yeah.
And say, look, you have done this. You got to immediately get onto this link and do the payment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's fear factor.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So fear, loneliness. Well, we have the latest kind of scam that's happening is the dating scam. The online dating scam, right?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Where is that? How can I get into
Where
that?
is that? How is that? How does that work?
I know your wife.
It doesn't matter. That's fine. But we still would like to know how it works because we want to stay away from it.
Away from it.
We don't want to fall for it.
Well, it's okay. Since you asked me, so the dating scam, and there's this kind of a fraud nowadays. It's not nowadays. It's been happening for some time. The dating scam and pig butchery go hand in hand. Now, don't think of pork and all those things. Okay. I'm talking about a type of fraud. Okay.
Thinking of all the different ways that I can make it. Black to green to yellow to blue.
Yeah. And pork is very expensive these days. Oh yeah.
It's a crime.
Yeah.
Absolute crime. Sorry, Rochelle. Sorry. Go on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, it goes hand in hand. So what happens is, say for example, Christian, say you met someone online. Right. Everything seems all, rosy. They talk to you nicely. They basically groom you to love them. Let's use the word. To love them beyond all measure, where you start making future plans.
Okay.
Right? You start making future plans with them, and then they come to a point where they say, you will get a call suddenly saying that, I have debtors, or someone is trying to kidnap me, or someone is chasing me. Imagine somebody you really love, you're committed. You're not seen the person yet, right? But you're committed. And you really want to, help this person out. You also so they already know how much money you have. Because you have already said you have made future plans. We'll get married, we'll buy this house, I'll move there, you move here, something, right? So they already know how much money you have or how much money you can spare. They will target that.
Okay. So does it happen in Sri Lanka?
Oh yes.
Oh really?
Oh yes.
Oh,
yes. There was this show on Netflix called Tinder Swindler. If you haven't watched, you can tell them also to watch. Called Tinder Swindler. That's real crime. I was watching that one February. They released it for Valentine's Day, believe it or not. I was watching it. The same exact thing was happening to a friend of mine on the other side.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And the guy who was talking to her was actually using artificial intelligence, deepfake, where he was pretending to be a pilot and he was using deepfake to make video calls and look exactly like a pilot who was actually there on Instagram. Thank God that guy is a happily married, settled man.
Right.
And this guy was looking exactly like him. And he was taking that guy's videos and sharing it with my friends, saying, you know what, I'm going here, I'm going there, and so on and so forth. My friend almost fell for it, but then luckily, common sense.
It's like the beekeeper.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Exactly.
So Rochelle, now basically, obviously we're talking about fin crime. We're talking about the fraud that's actually happening in Sri Lanka, the scams that are going on. But what we hear is the fact that individuals who are falling for it, unfortunately, are not educated enough to understand.
Absolutely.
Aware of exactly what's going on in the surroundings. And like we spoke about, they target the vulnerability, right? And they target the urgency.
Yes.
How do we mitigate this? Because honestly, it is on a rise.
Yes.
You know, irrespective of what's being spoken about.
Yeah.
And, you know, the awareness campaign that people are starting. I know every single bank actually sends out a text message
Yes.
stating the fact that, you know, don't share your OTP.
Yes.
And, you know,
they're very constant now.
Yes.
exactly.
Very constant in
And-
all three languages.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, when you actually get through to a bank finally,
Yeah.
some of the stuff they talk about is that we don't ask you for your account details. We only want your money. Right? They're saying that in a very roundabout manner.
Yeah.
So, how do we increase the awareness? How do we let people know? Because sometimes it's the innocent that actually fall prey to this, right?
Correct.
And it's very sad. Again, like we said, life savings are gone. You can never get it back.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, it's not as bad as losing $2.5 million and then basically recovering $200.
$200,
That's
yeah.
a different story, right?
Have you ever recovered more than 200?
No. I mean, again, that is also a crime. That's also $2.5 million is also a crime,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Definitely.
But the saving grace is we got $200 back. Forget that value. How do we increase this awareness? How do we basically let more people know that you cannot fall for a scam? You shouldn't fall for a scam. You shouldn't click on any links that come in. How do you keep pumping this message to them?
Well, honestly speaking, now the country is doing it right, Shaq. Kudos to the banks, kudos to the central bank.
Okay.
They are actually creating awareness, they are spreading the word. Rome wasn't built in a day. So
Right.
it's going to take some time, right? And even one of the reasons why Sri Lanka is getting, Sri Lankans are getting impacted. I mean, come on, Western country people are also getting impacted. So where do we stand, right?
True.
So right now is when we are actually getting exposed to these things. These things have been happening for quite some time. Only now it's been people are talking about it in a larger scale.
Right.
So we are hearing about it much more right now. But this has been happening for quite some time. So even if you talk to a school kid these days, they are aware. They do know that, okay, there's something like this. People are stealing money. People are aware. So it will take time. It's just that people have to be vigilant. They have to be careful.
Yeah.
Like you said, modern day technology, things that are now different. Like those days it was all, ledger, manual work. Now it's all automated. Life is easy.
Right.
But when the touch points reduce, so do the chances for somebody to get manipulated quite easily,
Yeah.
because the checkpoints are less.
Yeah.
So the direct access to money is there. So it's, you have to balance both sides. So awareness have to happen. But that being said, Shaq, how many bankers actually asking the right question, you tell me? How many people actually look at something going wrong and say, you know what, this is something that's going wrong, I have to question this. You know what, this is something I have to alert. How many people are just, not my circus, not my monkeys? People are just moving on. So again, it's a vicious cycle. Right? It's a vicious cycle. It's the people. When I say people, it's everyone. It's the customers. It's the people who are making decisions. It's the people who are in the banks. It's the people who are in the banks that have to protect the customers.
Rochelle, do you think that the quality of people that are recruited to the financial sector, right now, back in the day, I remember when we started working in banks, they used to do a thorough background check, your entire pedigree, who is your mother, who is your father, right? All these things, your education levels and everything.
Absolutely.
Do you think with this modern day brain drain that we have the right type of people manning these institutions from the lowest grade to the highest grade? There were a quality bunch of people back in the day who would, smell it.
Yes.
There could be bank tellers who can just touch the note and say this is a fake.
Yes.
That was the era.
Yes.
Right? Do you think that we are lacking this I mean, it doesn't matter as long as you take them, what we have, and then we develop them to be training, development and things like that. Do you think we are on the right path?
You gave the answer yourself. We have to equip them with the right tools, is in my opinion what needs to be the approach. It's not the problem with the people. Are we equipping them with the right tools?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Now, a person who, let's say, somebody who joins a bank newly, just fresh out of school, they are going to be looking up to certain people, seeing how things are happening. It's like, you're just getting a lump of clay and you're going to mold it into something, right? So what is this lump of clay looking at?
Okay.
So it's like I said, it's a whole process there. So when they walk into the bank, what are they actually learning? Whom are they watching? What are the procedures that they are following? See, even if somebody is, say in a school, they are coming from a good background where they have learned to think out of the box, and so many leadership programs and things are there. So you can't exactly say that they don't have the right brain. They do have it, but are they being developed the right way? Is the approach now? It's a rat race. That's the main problem. Everybody is in a hurry. Targets, right? And sales, a competition between brands. You can't blame them because it's business. And also when you say in a country, you have a set of customers, everybody is game. Everybody wants those same set of customers. Whoever goes first gets the customer, right? So they are on that race. Do they actually have time to stop and think? Again, they also have their urgency. So, that's also there. And they need to be, that importance for compliance, importance for asking questions, importance for identifying the risk also has to be there, Christian, in my opinion.
Yeah, because the other problem, Rochelle, is the fact that asking questions is something that is very, it's not natural to us Sri Lankans.
Oh, yeah.
Especially depending on what pay grade you are.
Correct.
It's not natural. Even if you are basically somebody who's just joined the bank or a financial institution, been there just for about a year or so, you're not going to ask a question. So if you feel that something's wrong, you're not going to ask a question, right? And the other thing, basically what Christian said, the pedigree at the time that he was in the bank, he was basically in the bank during the World War II, right? So at that time, basically, they did not have the tools.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They did not, you said there's someone who can actually touch a note and basically identify if it's a fake or not. Today, how many tellers actually touch a note? Because you can't. No, but the thing is,
Chris, to identify fake notes.
But the thing is, he doesn't have to. He's been given a counting machine that does it. So basically, whilst we parade with tools that is making things easier, those are the very tools that, like you said, the criminals are going into to make sure that they can actually come out of it. So
it's all interconnected.
Rochelle, you spoke about this earlier as you started about putting money to the system. Okay, so banking is one path. Now there are so many other things that happen in this country. For example, gambling, right? Then there are these communities, right? Religious communities, they say. Or there are so many other things where communities get together, right? And what have the nation or your particular field done about this? We never hear. Right? We all know that these things can do this, but we hardly hear anyone taking action and bringing this to the limelight. This is what is happening. This is being done right in front of your face.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And nobody's doing anything about it.
That's exactly the problem there. All of us are seated around and you're looking, there's something going wrong. Can't somebody do something about this?
Yeah.
So I think the conversation is starting, to be honest, Christian. Conversation is starting. People are becoming aware. Even if you check on news articles and things like that, these things are coming out. Why are we hearing so much about these things nowadays? Do you think this was never happening? Is it only happening now? No, conversations are happening. People are speaking up. Like I said,
that's the one good thing that
absolutely. It's coming into the news, it's coming into the media. And it's because of that the awareness is being created. So it even connects to what you asked me. Are we on the right path? As long as people are allowed to speak up and as long as people are allowed to create that awareness, yes, we are on the right path. And even if you open LinkedIn these days, how many articles out there? You search and see. So on feeds, you go on Feedly or something like that. So many options are there for us to read up on, what's going on in the world. And right now we are now looking at developing of moving to the next stage. We need to push the country to to another stage is what we are looking at. But we also have to realize that when we don't control these risk factors that's around, this will not happen because people will not trust our country. People will not trust our economy because it's too costly if we don't get our controls in place.
Interesting. All right, so Rochelle, just before we wind up the conversation, I'm going to basically ask you this one final question. You've been in fin crimes and compliance for a while now. You've seen this particular sector take shape. From the time that you've actually joined this industry to where you are right now, what's the progress? Have we progressed?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
Okay.
In the sense, people are talking about things more, Shaq. Like, those days, like, even if you take people who are back then, when I was working at HSBC, it was the deferred prosecution agreement. Something happened somewhere in Mexico, somebody did something wrong, they didn't follow the procedures. As a result, globally, the bank was impacted, and I was impacted too, as somebody was working in the bank. And that was my first opening to, there's something like this. This was back in 2012, right? 2012, 2013. So from that time onwards to now, there are people who are creating this awareness. There are people getting pumped into this, society. There are people, people are working in banks, people are talking about this, people are watching news and, there's something like this going on. So awareness is being created. People are speaking up about it. The fact that, these things are coming out in the news and, people are talking about this in the media and all itself, in my opinion, is progress.
Yeah, true.
My last question for you, Rochelle. Professionals like you, right? Now, yesterday I was listening to this COPE with Dr. Harsha. He was asking these people about this Ditwa, the fund that came, right? He's asking what happened, where is the money? Then he asks, do you know the people who sent these? And then he says, okay, these records are there. And then where is it? Where is the money? It's there. You mean to say that you have not used a single cent of the money? It's been 6 months now, 6 or 7 months, right?
Absolutely.
And they haven't even touched that money, right? So in the sector itself, Rochelle, right? Now when you see the center, the bank of all banks, right? There are things happening there. Do you think that we have geared professionals like you in this particular system to I mean, it's a basic banking operation. Absolutely. It's a basic thing. If these things are not happening, it is good, as you say, that these are coming to light. At least we know. I mean, imagine the amount of things that would have happened in the past, right? Now these are coming to light. But when you see people being so irresponsible and not knowing what they're supposed to do, that really frightens.
Yes, we should be frightened. We should be scared.
Yeah.
We're talking about the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You and I might, God willing, at a good old age, we might pass on. But what about our children?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to have an economy, a country for them to live and progress as well.
Yeah.
So that kind of conversations that's happening right now, yes, it's really good. And I hope and pray that, more professionals like me would reach out and, find their calling.
Exactly.
So that's what I am aiming to do is that, Christian, to create that awareness whichever way possible to, like I said, make people fall in love with financial crime compliance. They should understand that it is responsibility.
And this is something that AI can't do, probably.
And not only bankers also, mind you. This is not only bankers. That's another mistake. Everyone, when you say financial crime compliance,
bankers, okay.
No. Anyone who has to
from
make...
procurement to...
Anyone who has to make a decision that is related to some sort of a risk has to know about this. They should be able to identify, okay, something like this is going on, this doesn't feel right. And even if they identify it, that's not enough, mind you. They should know what to do next about it. Do they just, okay, fine, I didn't see it, it's not happening, or should they report it? Whom should they take it up to? Are there channels where they can report anonymously without necessarily giving out their names? There are options like this. Big organizations have this. We call it whistleblowing, right? So you know, there's so much that we can talk about.
Yeah, this
So
conversation can go on forever.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I need to go and look into my home expenses because I always knew there was some sort of financial crime for sure. And I've been reporting about it, but nobody's
supposed to
no one's listening to me at home. Because I can see the risk that we've taken into this. Unfortunately, right? No one's listening to me. Right? So anyway, Rochelle, thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the
Likewise.
show.
Thank
We
you
learned
so
a lot.
much.
We actually learned a lot, and it's been great. So we're really happy as to where you are right now, and we really hope that people obviously take heed of what you're saying, and make sure you check your home expenses also.
Thank you so much for having me here, Shaq. Thank you, Christian.
Yeah.
And Andy as well. Thank you for having me on the show. And the fact that, see, this is progress.
Right.
Yeah.
You brought me in here I got an opportunity to speak about this.
Yeah.
And at least if one person can think about it differently, that's a win for me.
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
I think this is the timing is absolutely perfect.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely perfect because we got so much scams going on right now. Lots of people, unfortunately, innocents falling for it.
Oh, yeah.
So it's great that we basically have Rochelle on the show. So financial crimes, fin crime, and compliance. It sounds like a very complicated, phrase. But yeah, that's something that we obviously, I think, really need to look into. Right, time for us to move into game night, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see you on the other side because the crew is going to torment us again.
It's game night on the Gnsl show.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. GNSL, it is time for game night. And
Are you ready?
we've heard murmurs of what we are supposed to do.
As usual, it's painful, but what to do?
And we have been handed
A very manly
extremely.
mask.
yes.
Anyway, what
What am I holding?
what am I holding? What am I holding? Okay, that's the name of the game.
But
Right.
Game එකට වැඩි ලොකු මේ
and
instructions.
Venuki's hip and bag is covering half of it. No, but okay.
Chapter 1, verse 2.
Yeah.
Each contestant takes
A turn.
Saturn, takes Saturn, right, blindfolded, and must identify 5 mystery objects using only their sense of touch. The other two
Chapter two.
contestants, chapter 2, verse 3, the other two contestants can either help by giving clues or make things more confusing with distractions. The goal is
Guess all 5 objects correctly. How to distract? Push him off the screen. How do you distract?
Okay, so we are going to be blindfolded.
So
and
one person is given 5 objectives. Objects.
Objectives. Goals and objectives.
So,
Okay, goals and objectives. Procedures and compliance.
Anna, there you go.
Right. Okay, so
වහගන්න.
who's got? I'm going
Wow,
first.
wow, wow.
Okay, right.
Very manly.
Right. Okay. So 5 objects are going to be.
Objectives.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so
I'm touching it.
there's really nothing much of an intro I can give with my eyes closed.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm touching something.
So I am touching something. This is a pen.
Yes.
It's a pen, right?
kind of pen?
Yes.
Huh?
What kind of pen?
What kind of pen?
What kind of pen?
What do you call this?
No.
This is.
No.
Don't do that.
Touch it and හරි pen කියන්න බෑ.
Touch it
Kind of
around.
pen.
It's a
No, pen. And that's a mudu reva method in the
yeah.
pen. Thank you. Right, okay. Next.
Next.
Okay.
Next.
That's an easy one.
Sellotape.
That's an easy one.
Right. Okay.
Okay, we'll give this one.
Right.
Touch this.
Some little toy figure.
We're giving clues.
Yeah, tell. Farzana.
It has,
It's a cat.
well, a bit of a sad clue. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, not bad.
Okay, then here. Okay. That's a sign trivia.
What the hell is this?
That is.
Here.
The two.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, that's two. Same thing, yeah.
Don't squeeze it so much.
It's a
Delicate.
lady.
It's a lady part.
Lady part. Used for the hair.
Roller.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
And then of course, I mean, make a dunna. Just what that?
Bangles.
Yes.
Slinky.
Oh, come on.
Thong. Tell me some more.
හොඳට අත ගන්න උඩ යට එහෙම.
මේ හොඳට අත ගන්න. Okay. මෙහෙම අදින්න.
Feel the ends.
Feel the ends.
Yeah.
You try to find
there
it.
you- there
Hurry,
you go.
you're touching one.
Yeah.
Oh, headphones.
Yeah. ඔයා තමයි මේක ෆරහාන.
All good?
Nice, done.
Done.
Very good, very good.
Sure.
Oh my God. So bright. It's so bright.
So much drama in this
Oh
stuff.
gosh.
Okay.
All right.
Next you. Okay, we'll start with this one.
Yeah, start with that. Okay.
It.
Yeah.
What that?
What do you think that is?
What is that?
That is
He
two
mean it.
legs and this thing.
Two legs and a.
This thing.
Is it a duck?
It's a You're close. You're close.
Is it a baby doll?
Very good, very
That's
good,
right.
very good. Okay.
That's why I said you're close.
Yeah.
Then
okay.
you touch this.
Yeah, touch that.
This is a Christmas bulb.
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, you're touching sensory very
My
good.
sensory,
Here.
Yeah.
Two that belongs
Yes,
to
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Who that belongs to?
You swallow in the morning.
Christmas ball.
That's
Okay,
it.
there you go.
Okay.
What is that? What is that?
This is a mirror.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're seeing these things.
Are you mad?
Yeah, he can't see with the glass. Without the glasses anyway.
A
What
plug
is that?
point.
A what?
A plug point.
Wow, not bad. Well done.
Very good.
හොඳට අත ගාලා පුරුදු.
I'm next. I'm next.
Right. Okay, time for Andy. Andy, what's your first one, Andy? Come on, Andy.
here, touch.
Yeah, touch.
What is this?
Touch.
Here.
What is that? What is that, Andy? What does it feel like,
What
Andy?
does it feel like?
What
Like, it's an ornament or something.
ornament.
No.
Oh, okay, ornament එකක් හැටියට පාවිච්චි කරන්න
පායතු
පුළුවන්.
ගන්න පුළුවන්.
Yeah.
But what does it feel?
උළුවක් වගේද මේක?
What does
Nah,
it feel?
nah.
You can find
You know
this.
what it feels like? අර මේක අතුලන්න මොකද්ද?
එකක් පුළුවන් කරන්න.
එහෙම-
හැම යන්නත් පුළුවන් එහෙම
එහෙම
කරන්න.
කරන්න පුළුවන්.
Oh. You
වේලා?
basically find this in fish tanks.
Coral. Okay.
Yes.
What
Okay.
next?
Yeah,
Right,
මේක
okay.
ලේසි.
මේක
මේක මොනවාද? අපු. මේ කෝක්. කෝක්. ඕ වෙනුගේ බබා
මේක
කෝක්.
බලන්න.
What is that?
අයියෝ spectacles no?
No, now don't get weird ideas. Huh? It has a weird shape
Now
also.
you have to feel it first.
it
huh?
first.
You have
What
to
is
feel,
it?
you have to feel
Yeah.
it from feel it all over.
all over, yeah.
All over from top to bottom. You have to feel it and
Yeah.
then tell us.
It's got a
Anna, yes. Now it's shaking
හොඳට
also.
check කරලා
මේක
But
මොකද්ද?
මොකක්ද Andy?
like a music note, like a bass cliff.
Nah.
නෑ
yeah,
එහෙම but it's this
නෑ
is
හරිනේ මේ පොඩේ.
නෑ,
Question mark? No.
you used to අර
Wait.
දිග පල්ල බලන්න මොන හරි
Ruleද? No. Can't be
Yeah,
rule no.
yeah,
මේ
yeah.
මොකද්ද මේ හිල මොකද්ද?
ඇයි ඒ හිල් තියෙන රූල් තියෙන්නේ
මේක මොකද්ද?
ඒ හිල් අදින්න
ඔහොම දාන්න එපා ඒකට. Right?
ඒක රූල?
රූල yeah.
It's so weird like when you can.
Yeah.
On guard.
Yes.
sorry.
Okay, right. Okay,
Okay.
right.
That's all I want.
නෑ නෑ
No, you have two more. You have two more. What do you mean?
What the?
What is it?
what is that I am asking you
Wait, round. The CD. No.
ah
Is really?
yeah
Okay. Right here. Last one.
I want.
Last one. Right. Hari. මොකද්ද මේක?
මේ මොකද්ද?
මේක අල්ලන්න අත ඒක
අත. Take your hand.
මේක
අයියෝ.
මොකද්ද?
That's okay.
හරියට අල්ල ගන්න ඕනේ. හරියට අල්ල. එහෙම no properly. Like that. Anna.
you
මේක ගලවන්න
you want හරි
Yes.
අයියෝ.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. As always, another fun session of game night on GNSL comes to an end. Thank you guys for being a part of the show on GNSL, and thank you so much for all your wonderful comments, and of course, and
don't ask tissues from me again
yeah, we don't have any tissues left. And we shall once again catch up with you next Friday nights. Make sure you follow us. A big thank you to all the followers on the show, on our YouTube channel, and of course on Instagram. We shall catch up with you once again because we all need to make a visit to the washroom, right? We shall be back next Friday at 7 p.m. right here on PodHub. This is GNSL. Good night, Sri Lanka.
Bye. Oh, sopan kara ek. Yeah,